Thank you for enjoying your sweetest moments with me, merging timelines. Today we're doing a very general reading for Pisces, Sun and Moon viewers. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. If you like this style of reading, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend or two that Mel is doing this full time, and she'd really appreciate all your love and support. I am going to be sharing a little bit more of my personal life on the channel. I know that I've said it a few times, but I'm getting down to recording this first introductory video, and the first one's really hard. You know, you're over analyzing, you're self-critical, so I promise I'll get a little bit more effortless when it comes to this, and just going through the growing pains right now. I feel like for some of you, you are doing the exact same. I feel like you are honoring your gift of sensitivity and trying to be a little bit more authentic about the way you personally feel, especially when connecting with others, you know, especially when connecting with others. Pisces, Sun and Moon viewers, thank you so very much. I really, really, really appreciate all your love and support. And wow, the table's dusty. Sorry. I was burning my incense, which is now out, and it's left on the table. All right, so Pisces, Sun and Moon viewers, thank you. Wow, there we go. That's where we're going. We're hiding a lot of the past, you know. It's in us, but it's not something we want to share. Not something we want to be open about right now, Mel. You know, I'm just going to put that on the table, but just don't look at it, okay? Just don't look at it yet. Sorry, I feel like this is like getting lower and lower. There we go. It's there, but don't look at it, okay? I'm giving you the keys, but I want you to flip it when I tell you to, okay? All right. We're in a little bit of mode of control. Like, we have to have control over what's going on. I feel like you don't feel in control of what's going on, and I feel like that's the trigger. I feel like the trigger is that you're having a hard time controlling things in your personal life, and so anything outside of it has to be at bay, has to stay in a comfort realm, in a comfort zone for you. Let me see your advice card is before we start. What's the advice card for Pisces? The advice card, because your entire spread is hidden, which I know in the last few readings has been a dark side of you, has been a ghost side of you, like I don't even recognize this person. Oh, I used to hate when people said that to me. Like, who are you? Like, you're not who you used to be. Oh my, you know? Like, you don't freaking say. It's frustrating. It's frustrating hearing that, you know? Especially when you didn't notice when you lost yourself. Whew. I'm feeling really choked up in your reading. I've felt like this lately when I read your cards, Pisces, but I don't know. Okay. Oh, geez. Not cool. So like I said, some people are just making those wonderful remarks around you, like, who are you lately? Like, I don't even know this person. And it's probably setting shit off. Like, I'm gonna set this shit off. You said, like, it's making you, like, really defensive. What do you mean? You know, that I'm not myself. You know? Yeah. And I feel like in a dark space and your alone time, you're like overthinking it. Like, because it's like every bit of what you're feeling right now. So your thoughts are like surrounding this. Ooh, you get 2 cards too, like Jemmys for advice. Now, what we're saying here is that a lot's being hidden from everyone. Like, nobody knows what's going on. Since you don't recognize me anymore, guess what? No one gets access to my life. No one sees what's going on this side of the yard. Stay over there. And they're like, okay, Pisces, like, man, just hit me up when you got time, bro. Like chill. Like, I'm sorry. Why are you being so sensitive? Like, I'm not sensitive. I feel like Pisces, whoa. So, because everybody's judging me, Mel, including you, I'm just going to back up. Like, I'm going to just leave everything at bay. Like, you have access to me when I say so, because I'm very uncomfortable right now. The Angel of Union. I am the channel for the expression of the union among all beings. Among all beings, Pisces. Even those people who judge you, okay? Even those people who judge you, you're like, I'm what brought all this together. What you mean, I don't know who I am? Now, I started this reading telling you that I was going to get vulnerable. Oh, I was going to get vulnerable about some truths. But I feel like yours is on the journey. Like, you're on the journey to unfolding all of this within yourself as you get more and more sensitive about certain topics that generally you would be like calm, cool, and collected in. It says, in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. I am the channel for the expression of union among all beings. At the soul center, we know a feeling of perfect union that inspires compassion and empathy towards all beings. The power of the union removes barriers and dissolves indifferences. So removes barriers. Speaking of barriers. Probing Mel? No, most certainly not. When two or more people are united in the name of love and truth, there is an overflowing of spiritual energies that fulfills everyone with their gifts. So this is talking about a union amongst 2 people, and you get to decide if this union removes and dissolves indifferences. If the 2 of you united in the name of love and truth, if there is an overflowing of spiritual energies that fulfills everyone and their gifts as they come into contact with you, you know? Like I always said, when my parents were together, one thing I would recognize about them is how many people they brought together just to witness their love, just to see how effortlessly they created a divine union, the example of it, right? And so everyone wanted to come around them. They would host things. Everybody would ask her, are you making this? Oh, we're coming over because you're making this. But I think that it's not so much why, but the fact that people feel a frequency when they're around 2 or more, right? That are connected by love. That movement becomes so desirable, right? Like, how could you guys feel so deep for one another, you know? And I think that there's people coming around you and they're saying, I'm not even going to say that, like, let's just get to this reading. Wow, 5 of Cups in the upright. So I did Aquarius and they had this card in their reading in the present energy. So go ahead and check that video out if you're dealing with an Aquarius. So you do have the 5 of Cups here. On dark nights, I feel like you sit by yourself and empty out or suppress. I don't even feel like you're emptying out. I feel like you're suppressing an emotion that you once felt. And this emotion kind of echoes in your mind as you're not even yourself anymore. And you're just thinking, at what point was I lost? At what point did I lose? At where? Even though you'd never admit to these people that what they're saying makes you feel a way, you think about it, okay? And someone that has walked away from you, meaning that they were more interested in passion, or they were more interested in finding their own light. They were not looking for this connection, right? This is 8 cups, so this talks about 13 cups on the table so far. That's a lot of damn cups up in here, okay? That's a lot of emotion. But I feel like there was a need for change in this person's emotional life. And so even though they knew that there was a lot of passion in this connection, they needed to walk away from you. I feel like they needed to see life on their own. They needed to find that spark of their own, that brightness that you saw in them. They needed to see what exactly was it that you were referring to, with this passion, with this connection, with all of this emotion that was evoked. I mean, it required some sort of uncomfortable feeling that in a physical realm, you would think there has to be the actions behind this, right? So within feeling so much, it's not like you're having sex or you're buying them something or telling them something. I feel like in this connection that your head and heart hold so much space for, there was just so much feeling that you couldn't put any evidence towards. And so I feel like although the feelings were there, this person was more likely to walk away from you because they weren't sure of themselves yet, okay? They weren't sure of who they were. And so your influence is something that you are invested in passionately, but not being divinely guided towards. I feel like you're avoiding your intuition to go for what currently offers you the evidence that you look for, and staying away from feeling at a loss of an emotional connection that you never really had. I mean, never really had in a tangible way. You've had this connection, but this connection was of a feeling that you can't quite put action towards. There was no action taken in it, right? There was just a need to surrender to it. There was a need to embrace the absence, but just the frequency that you were both in alignment to in that connection, right? But at this moment, what's kind of leading you to your highest timeline, I don't feel like you'll fully see what I'm talking about, is the action that you've taken against this feeling. The actions that you've used to now try to create some tangible evidence as to what this feeling should have been instead of what it genuinely was in surrendering to the presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness, right? This stillness was not of your first intention, right? It's pretty dark. It's a dark night, like it's a dark night in this card. It doesn't feel like it's always dark, but it feels dark because of how alone you feel in your emotional thought processes between head and heart of the connection of a past, right? This one is something that I genuinely see that you've lost. You have lost it, and you're moving towards taking so much action that you're getting further and further and further away from the feeling that would even make you remember the connection. I can't make this up, you know. All these cards were out here and they're reversed. So you could be dealing with fire, or just feeling very lost as to your own passionate investment. So you're more likely to go with the union you're connecting to because it gives you the evidence of making the right actions. I feel like this person tries to have a lot of sex. Like this person tries to create a lot of passion to make you feel like you're taking the right actions. But what's hidden will come to light, you know. I feel like it comes to light when you choose to accept this, because again, this is involving something in your heart, and all of these cards we started off with are reversed. So it's not something that you are showing anyone. You're hiding your cards, you know, like your poker face is on 10, you know, like, what do you mean I'm not happy? You know, what do you mean I'm not myself, or you don't recognize me? Well, maybe you never even knew me, you know? So I feel like you're very, very defensive at this time. If I was to be honest and just put that out there on the table. Now, if you're defensive, your head space is acting more than your heart space. So then you're more likely to feel as though you mourn on a loss that you wish you could have had, as opposed to holding the space as to why this even occurred. Because again, remember, you're defensive and you're hiding your own truth. Like this in the upright is some truth coming out to you, but in the reverse, this is you. This is you suppressing the emotion, suppressing the hidden truth of you, you know? And so, the Two of Cups is your advice. It's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. And it's a gift. Like this has to be the gift, but it wants to feel like a gift as well. Like it wants to give you something that you feel, you know? This one puts you over the rainbow, makes you feel a spectrum of emotion. Like if this is a game, and the game is the game of emotion, this one is like bringing you in the wheel. Like I could feel everything from this. I could feel everything from this. Where the false victory that you're in right now, I feel it when we do what we do. You know, when the action is there to say, boom, how do you feel now? You know, like, so I don't know, but I do know this. I do know in a place where you're defensive, try to surrender. Try to be open to what people will try to show you, especially if these are people of the past who you've known to be your support system up until now. You know, try to be open to just the criticism. And then when somebody gives you criticism, take this time to think about what you're hiding, okay? What you're hiding about this person who has apparently walked away from you, even though there was very much lit. There was one bowl lit of fire. Like there was one wand that you were just ready to take the action. You were ready to take the chance. You were ready to go all in on it, you know? But instead, they just kept walking away from it. They kept tiddling out of what you wanted to feel with them. But they found their light. I feel like this person has now gotten to this place where they know who they are. They know what they came to do, but it's up to you to receive. And this comes to you through surrendering. I mean, really surrendering to those open, constructive criticism of the people who have always loved you. But anyways, Pisces, I hope that you enjoyed the message. If you did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.